Guys, today we have an interesting video for you. We are going to go through the whole entire season of a 8-foot tall Bryce Young versus a 2-foot tall Lamar Jackson. Who's going to have better stats at the end of this season? Will it be the quarterback who can't sometimes throw the ball over the line of scrimmage? Or will it be the 8-foot tall monster? Let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. Alright, so let's start off right away by saying a shout out to the Madden modding community with for going ahead and posting this roster with the mod of Lamar Jackson 2 feet tall. Sadly, we can't go in the roster games, in the franchise games playing with Lamar Jackson, or else it will reset his height. So we can only sim it with his height being 2 feet tall. For Bryce Young, we can actually go in the games and play with 8 feet tall Bryce Young, but with this, if he's 2 feet tall, you can only play on the regular rosters, like the Play Now screen. So, just a little key tip there. But we do have a 2 feet tall Lamar Jackson, so we're going to start off with him for this first season. And then we're going to go back and look at Bryce Young being 8 feet tall. So, the first game, Lamar Jackson does lose the first game. How good does he do in the first game, though? Because, again, you already saw the guy can't really throw all over the offensive line much. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 215 yards. Okay, not the way we want to start this off when you're 2 feet tall. It might kind of hinder your performance to be as great as you want to be, let's be honest. Alright, let's see week 2 for the Baltimore Ravens here. They play the Cincinnati Bengals. It's going to be another tough one. Another tough 2 feet tall task. They do win this game. Okay. Hey, listen. Short people can do it. I mean, if you're 2 feet tall, that is. 113 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The funny thing is, in Madden Sim, Lamar Jackson already doesn't get a very favorable, simming period. Just because it's Lamar Jackson. They act like he can't throw the ball. When he can actually throw the ball very well. But, it's not helping the fact that he's 2 feet tall, okay? It's not helping that fact. Alright, 3 touchdowns, 132 yards. He cannot throw for any yards. And rushing-wise, he would normally have a lot more rushing yards, but his feet are, that big. So, not really helping him out. Alright, week 4 here, guys. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Spicy content here. They beat the Browns. Okay. Little Lamar, I gotta give you props on that one. Dude, he's not gonna have over 200 yards passing at all. He's not going to. I don't think it's even possible. Is it possible he has over 200 passing yards in a game? This man he has a great offense, right? Great receivers now this year. Great offense coordinator. He has 597 yards in these games. How many, for context, Dak Prescott has over 1,000. So for a starting quarterback, he has the least amount of passing yards of any starting quarterback in the NFL. Holy crap, Lil Lamar is not getting it done. As I said before, low-key though, that would be the best rap name of all time. Lil Lamar would just be amazing rap name. I mean, he hasn't had really even much rushing attempts. I mean, it makes sense, but 45, 225 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, man, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. This is not looking positive for Lamar Jackson here being 2 feet tall. Alright, let's see. 30-24. Alright, let me upgrade these players just so we can get a little bit better. And hopefully help him out as much as possible. He beat the Steelers, so that's good for him. 2 new injuries. I was about to say, if it's Lil Lamar, man, I'm gonna be... Left tackle was out for the season. Wide receiver was hurt. And obviously Andrew Voorhees was hurt before the season. So, let's go over to stats here. Lamar is actually 800 passing yards. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He is currently throwing a 67 percentile passing-wise. Okay, maybe, just maybe. I wonder how good the Bryce Young's going to do. That's my question. Alright, I was going to look at... Let's look at his stats. We'll look at his stats real fast from last week. See what he did. So, Steelers game, he actually did throw for 203 yards. That's his first 200 yards game of the season, and it came in week 5. Nice. Devin Duvernay. Nice. All right, let's see what he gets with the next week here. And they lose to the Titans. Okay. I'm just going to keep simming. I just want to see how this ends up. All right, we have another game here, and this is going to be potentially a win or a loss. Offline simming is like worse. And they beat the Lions. Oh, wow. They barely beat the Lions, though. Low-key, probably should not have beat the Lions. How good is this team right now? Because, hang on, hold up. So they got some injuries, obviously, right? But we still got 2-foot-tall Lamar. He has not been upgraded at all. He's not getting any upgrade points, bro. He's too small. But Odell's hurt. So they still got, okay. I mean, they still got a good team. It's just, they're kind of, you know, a little injured right now. I promise I'll stop. I promise I'll stop with the little comments, okay? It's, sometimes, you know, I know some of my comments I make go over people's head, okay? 107 yards for Lamar. He's going to have the least amount of passing yards in the NFL. 184. He's had one 200-yard season in the first 7 weeks of the season. That's, for a guy who can pass the ball pretty well, you know, normal basics, when he's, you know, normal, that's pretty bad. They lost to the Cardinals. Okay. How about this Seahawks game? What's the worst that can happen? They beat the Seahawks. Okay. I'm going to sim to the playoffs here, guys. I'll be right back. I just want to see how this finishes. Alright, so they went 12-5 and did actually go to the playoffs and actually did win the division. So, Lil Lamar had 3,128 yards. Actually, not that bad. 32 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Rushing-wise, he did have almost 1,000 rushing yards. So, interesting. How does that compare to the year before that? I want to see that real fast. Wow, is that what he actually finished this year? That's actually a huge difference. That might be a huge difference. How many 200-yard passing games did he have this year then? With, since I started simming. Because now I'm kind of thinking, what if it's, once I started simming, that's when things got a little bit chaotic. It might have got chaotic once I started simming it. 211, okay, so, I mean, he still had a pretty, like, if you guys watched my last video, right, 131, okay, so, not too many, but if you watched my last video, he actually can throw the ball. Like, even though he's 2 feet tall, and I know it's crazy, and he can't throw past the line, like, in the middle, he can actually throw to the outsides pretty well. And as long as you throw it in the correct orientation, Lil Lamar is actually not that bad. He's actually a pretty dang good quarterback, throwing the ball, even though he's very small and he's not like, you know, obviously 6 to 8 feet tall. In Madden, he can actually throw the ball pretty well, just like chucking it over top of the Lion's head. It's not going to be perfect, and clearly it's not perfect. He loses in the first playoff game. That's going to be interesting to see how that ended up turning out. He lost by 7 points, and Lil Lamar threw for 243 yards. You had, Jimmy, you literally beat somebody, but you lost in the throwing stats? Bro, he's 2 feet tall. There's no way. There's no way. Alright, where did Lamar come in for the, the whole entire year so far? Okay, so he wasn't the worst quarterback throwing, like, actual, like, yards-wise of any quarterback for the year. For starting quarterbacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he threw for the 25th most yards of any quarterback. 2 feet tall Lamar. Guys, let's get right into the 8 foot tall Bryce Young. Alright, so now we have the 8 foot tall Bryce Young. And, yeah. I just want to go to this real fast and see what this looks like. Hold up. Let me go to overview, right? Let me go to this. Let me go to edit. How tall does he look in this screen? Yeah, that's about right. So in Madden, the tallest you can make a player is 7 feet tall. So I said, you know what? What about 8 feet tall? 8 feet tall makes a lot more sense. Let's just go week 1. Falcons week 1, baby. How good is this gonna do? Alright, 34-28. I just don't know if the height, how much the height's gonna affect things, but I mean, he did pretty dang good right there. That's a pretty good stat line. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a lot better than Lamar Jackson being 2 feet tall, okay? That's, amazingly better, I will say. I don't know. I was thinking about a joke there, but I got all my short jokes out, so I don't think I have a tall joke. He lost right there, which absolutely sucked. Let's see week 3. He beats the Seahawks. Okay. You know what? For how they are in real life, which I believe they're like 1-6 right now, this is actually not that bad. 3-1. Okay. Hold up. Somebody calm down, my man. 8 foot tall Byce Young. Who said tall quarterbacks aren't? Well, no one really said tall quarterbacks aren't successful. Usually it's just short quarterbacks that aren't successful. But you know what? That's beside the point. All right. After our bye week, we currently sit. Let's see. What's our current situation? 4-2, and we lead the division. Okay. Now we put a 2-4 Texans. Okay, 4-3. Now we are 4-3. Week 9, Colts. Okay. Going into week 10 now. What are we sitting at passing yards wise? 1,700 passing yards, 13 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Okay, so his accuracy definitely has not gotten better. And he's also not throwing for as many yards as I thought he would. He actually, surprisingly enough, is currently... He's kind of middle of the pack quarterback-wise. So it's not like he's, like, really down bad, but he's also not, like, very far up. That makes sense. It's not like it's seeming like it's going to change anything. His height isn't, like, going crazy better for him. Alright. We're 5-5, man. Lamar Jackson got to the playoffs. Can you guys at least get to the playoffs? 8 foot tall, Byce Young. Low-key, I don't know if the height's going to save him, guys. I want it to, and I think it would be awesome if it saved him. But I don't think low-key, I don't think it's going to, okay? This might not be the mentality that we thought it would be. Alright, does height actually matter in Madden? That's what we're finding out today. 7-8. Okay, what's our last one? Come on. Give me something good here. 8-8. Are we a playoff team yet? No, we're not a playoff team, right? We are a 6th seed in the playoffs. We are the 6th seed in the playoffs. If we win this week, we are officially a playoff team if we win this week. This is an important game. I don't know how this is actually an important game, but this is an important game. Alright, come on. I'm just going to play offense. That's all I want to do in this game. So let me do play types, all offense. Okay, thank you. Bro, he's so tall. He's so tall for no reason. Bro, he does not have to worry about not being able to see over the offensive line. I'll tell you that. First play, we're going deep, and... Oh, okay. Maybe he doesn't have the... Maybe the height isn't going to impact him that much or help him that much. We definitely have to win this game, though. I'll tell you that right now. We have to win this game. Oh, dude. Okay. You know what? Strategy number 3. Run the ball when you're 8 feet tall. That's what I will say. Run the ball when you're 8 feet tall. I guess that could be the strategy here. He got tackled. I'm sorry, he got tackled so funny. It was actually funny how he got tackled there. Alright, 3-0. I'm only going to take over if we need to. I'm only going to take over if we need to, but I don't think we need me to take over. Alright. I'm going to take over second half real fast. One play, second half. I know what I'm calling. I know what I'm calling. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm calling. Actually, I do. I'm going to call this. Oh, 17. Chark is so wide open. Chark is so wide open. Okay. No huddle, no huddle. Let's see if we can catch him in the same look. Catch him in the same look here, boys. Please, Sanders! Oh, you were so close, man. You were so close to getting that football. You were so freaking close to getting that football. All right, let's try this again. Come on, Chark. Go deep here. Let's get it. That was way overthrown. That was way, way, way overthrown right there. But you know what? It worked out in the end. Hayden Hurst, go deep. Yup. Dude, that was such a bad pass. Oh, man. Just because the height changes doesn't mean the player does. All right, 2nd and 10 here. Oh, my gosh. Please. Please, Bryce Young. There's no way, man. You're taller. You should be better at throwing the ball. I don't know if that even is correlated at all. All right. That's a touchdown. Let's go, baby. That's a touchdown. All right. I scored a touchdown for them. They're going to review that. I don't know if that was a touchdown. That was a touchdown. Okay, never mind. That was a touchdown. I knew that was a touchdown. All right, they got the 2-point conversion. Come on, guys. I bailed you out and gave you that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 4th and 9. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. No, I've seen this show way too many times to know how this ends. I've seen this show way too many times to know how this ends. That's usually not how it ends, by the way. Can we get a stop on defense? Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I took over and I might. Well, I mean, it was 4th and 9. I would. Come on now. Like, it was 4th and 9. We still have how do we still have 3 timeouts left? That is my next question. How do we still have 3 timeouts left? I think the real mystery here is how did they literally run no time off the clock? Hayden Hurst, can you go deep here? Yeah, go like that, and then watch the linebacker, and then watch. Okay. RB was open. If our quarterback could throw the ball up to him. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, that guy. That guy right there is wide open. Lavesture Sont. Lavesture. I used to always be able to say his name correctly. You know what? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore because my quarterback is 8 feet tall, okay? My quarterback's 8 feet tall, and that's all I know right now. He still can't throw the ball. He still can't throw the ball. Lavesture Stronant Jr. Chanant. Something like that, okay? Man. Please stop throwing bad passes. Please just throw it to the guy, Bryce Young. You can't be this bad. Oh my gosh. Alright, they won. Does that knock us out of the playoffs? Because I'm going to be so ticked that knocks us out of the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised. Because, bro, low-key, Bryce Young can't throw a ball. So many of those passes were just simply not even catchable. Alright. Oh, man. Where are we sitting? We're 8 and 9 now. Is that out of the playoffs? Or are we in the playoffs? We are in the playoffs. I'm advancing 1 week to see how it turns out. We lost in the first round by 1 point. So the 8-foot-tall Bryce Young, 23 touchdowns, 19 interceptions, 3,600 yards. Versus the 2-foot-tall Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson had 500 less yards passing, 500 yards less passing than him. So around the same amount of touchdowns, not interceptions at least. And have way more rushing yards than him. So guys, that's my video. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.